Would you believe me if I told you that the secret behind the world-renowned iPhone wasn't born in a multi-million-dollar lab, but inside an old, rusty tin can? Picture this. Steve Jobs stands on stage. He isn't holding an iPhone, he's holding a dirty tin box. He is about to teach the world the ultimate lesson on how to turn a common stone into a sparkling diamond. Why is there so much noise when brilliant minds come together? Steve Jobs explains the glittering truth hidden behind that noise through a simple short story: The Ordinary Boy and the Extraordinary Old Man. Let's turn back the clock. It was a beautiful summer. A young Steve Jobs was playing on a street in California. He already had an eye for technology, but he had no idea he was going to change the world. An elderly man lived near his house. He looked like an average retiree, but there was something magnetic about him. One day, he called out to Jobs, "Hey kid, come here. Want to see a magic trick?" Jobs was thrilled. "Magic? Do you have some kind of new gadget?" he asked, running toward him. "Common rocks and the old tin can." The old man held a few rocks in his hand. When Jobs saw them, he was disappointed. "Sir, these are just common rocks from the driveway. What's the magic in this?" The rocks were ugly, sharp edges, covered in dirt, and roughly shaped. Simply put, they were stones no one would even bother to look at. The old man smiled and said, "Patience, kid, don't rush." He took an old tin can. It was an old Rock Tumbler machine. He put the stones inside. He added some grit, a little water, liquid, and closed the lid tightly. The night-long struggle. The old man connected the can to a small motor and turned it on. The can started spinning. Clatter, bang, thud, thud. The noise of the rocks crashing against each other was unbearable. Jobs covered his ears. "What is this, sir? It's so noisy. The rocks are just smashing into each other. What's the point?" The old man calmly replied, "It will be noisy for now, but it must not stop. This machine must run all night long. Come back tomorrow morning and you'll have your answer." That night, even as Jobs slept, the sound echoed in his ears. Rocks bumping, crashing, and rubbing against each other. Poor rocks, they'll be crushed into powder, Jobs thought. The miracle at dawn. The next morning, Jobs ran back in excitement. The old man switched off the motor. The noise stopped. He opened the can. He took the stones out, rinsed them in water, and wiped them with a cloth. Jobs couldn't believe his eyes. Were these the same ugly, jagged rocks from yesterday? Now they were 1. Shining bright, 2. Sparkling like diamonds, 3. Smooth as butter to the touch, 4. Each one had become a work of art. What was just a stone yesterday had transformed into a gemstone today. The real climax. The lesson from Jobs. Steve Jobs told this story to his team constantly. From this, he shared 3 golden lessons. 1. Friction is essential. The debate. Jobs would say, when a team of incredibly talented people, A players, work together, there will be debates and disagreements. It's like those rocks crashing inside the tin can. Many people see this as a fight. I see it as polishing. Only when stones rub against each other do the rough edges wear away. Similarly, only when an idea is critiqued and debated by 10 people does it turn into a diamond idea. 2. Persistence is the motor. That tin can ran all night long. If it had stopped halfway, the rocks would have looked half-finished and ugly. Life is the same. We often quit when failures hit. But only those who keep the motor, consistency, running get a polished life. 3. The result is always beautiful. In the beginning, your life or the work you do might look like a dirty stone, but when you learn to collide with criticisms, hardships, and struggles, you will eventually emerge as a shining diamond. Steve Jobs would laugh after telling this story and say, "The people I work with are just like the rocks in that can. At first, they make a lot of noise, but in the end, they come out with something as beautiful as an iPhone." So, just like those rocks turned into diamonds through friction, you too will be bumped and bruised in life only to be sculpted. One day, you'll shine just like an iPhone. But one thing, boss, Steve Jobs was the one shaking rocks in a can back then. If you try to do the same thing today, your family might think you've gone mental and lock you up in a different kind of box, the hospital. So take the philosophy, leave the tin can alone. If you liked this video, hit that subscribe button. Only when there's some friction between your finger and that button will the next diamond video reach you. Comment. Who is that rough stone in your life, your boss, or that annoying friend who is actually sculpting you? Let me know in the comments. And remember, even the arguments in the comments section are just friction to help this channel go viral. So feel free to clash, but keep it friendly. Think of it as the oil for the machine. It makes the work smoother. Share this with those friends who are wandering aimlessly. Pull them into this tin can too. Let them get polished a little. In the next video, I have a killer tip on how to move one step forward in life. Want to know? Then I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay hungry, stay foolish, stay tuned.